The WWF Adoption Kit order form. So this is what we're going to finish out on this left area. So I'm going to go on the order form that we were working on. Zoom in. Let's see. Okay. Put on my guides. Checking things out. All right. So we need to add 4 more elements. So we're going to use the gridify again, and I do like using the rectangle tool. And I'm going to just kind of go out here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than what I actually want it to be. But again, clicking and dragging. And it's going to be more of a vertical. So using the right arrow, we're going to get 4. That's not going to, probably somewhere in like this. We will be modifying these as we put it in here. So there's my 4. Go and just click and drag that. And we'll go to File, Place. I'm going to grab Plush Panda. Let's see. Spotlight card. Whoops, which key do I need? The control key? Nope. Shift key for those 2. Certificate and gift bag. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong way. Okay, let's try it again. Spotlight. There we go. Command. Gift bag. And certificate. All right, so we've got all 4 selected. Loaded icon, this one goes in a 3rd one. Panda, certificate or spotlight card goes in a 2nd. Be nice if I had that on to see. Gift bag and plush. Grab my arrow, select all 4. We'll do our fitting first, see what happens here. Fit content proportionally. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Let's do a few things here. Let's take these 2. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. We're going to select both of these at the same time, and we're going to change the fitting to make the frame the same width as these 2 elements. So, object, fitting, change, fit content to frame. No. Fit frame to content. There we go. This one we're going to add a 0.5 border on. Black. Okay. This one we're going to jump in size because it's awfully tiny. Go bigger. Come on. Try one more. See if that'll fit. Not quite. Let's go to 13.6. Okay, drop that down a little bit so it fits. This poor little thing is too small. This might actually go a little bit wider. Let's see what happens. I do like that a little bit wider. And this is, again, something you can kind of mess around with and make your better choices. So I'm going to make these frames a little bit smaller just to fit. And what's great, when they're all the same width, you can select them all. Go to your alignment options. Sometimes they're at the top, depends how wide your frame is. Let's find my alignment. I am lost at the moment. I don't see it. So let's go to Window, and Align is in hiding. There it is. Object and Layout to align. And it's kind of cool if this would work, but they're not actually the same width, so it's not going to quite work. But let's see if it does anything. All right, leave this out. Let's move this over. I know I want that to start there. I want this to start maybe in here. Try it again. Align centers. Okay, better. Let's turn off the guides. And we'll just manipulate this manually to make it look much more even. Okay, there we go. Turn it back on. We'll all align nicely with my column guide. And then what else you got to put in here? I'm going to type this in. We're going to pop this up here. Did I want to? Oh, that's not going to work. Let's do the whole center to make sure it's centered really nicely. Okay. I'm going to have to modify this just a little bit. That's okay if it's down there. We don't want it. We definitely do not want copy down here. This is way too close to the bottom edge. You at least need at least 1/8 to 1/4, 3/8 of an inch for important information so it doesn't get cut off. Let's go and move this up a little bit up here. Okay. And then what we're going to have to do here, let's turn this back off. And to make this have a little bit more room, I'm going to move this up slightly. Maybe I'll just move everything up just slightly. Let's try this to give us a little bit more room. Okay, that'll work. Then we're going to pull in this other information. This is copy that you need to go ahead and text or type in and then format. And it may not always appear exactly how I had it originally, and that's quite all right. But again, you want to make sure things are aligned. So I'm going to align this. Oh, we're already aligned this way. Let's make sure this aligns with the current information above it, so it's really truly centered. There we go. This is too tight, so we're going to move. Let's move this up a little bit. We're just selecting and modifying. That's all we're doing at this point, making it look a little bit nicer. Okay, this can go up. Maybe I want this kind of aligned with this line here. And then we'll pull in the two logos and place them again, aligned very nicely. Moving that over so it aligns really nicely with the guide. That can stay there. It can be in just slightly so it maybe looks a little bit better. Okay, aligned, aligned, aligned. Turn this off for a second. Okay, looking pretty good. Color. What do I want to do with color? Well, before that, let's look at this free shipping and how this was created. Okay, this is all typed in one paragraph. But if I turn on, keep a line in here, paragraph, you can see if I select all this, that this was created with drop caps going to 2 lines only. If I go to 1, there it's only on 1 line. It's 2 lines. And the number of characters in the drop cap were 4. So that's how it looked before. 4 lines in the drop cap, which isn't working because this went down to 1. Let's go back to 2 here. And it just kind of worked out that way. Pull the paragraph back over and let's add some color. Going down, we're going to go grab color from this logo because we like to work within the brand itself. So I'm going to click on this logo. I'm going to grab the eyedropper tool. I'm going to click on the W, and it gives us a couple options here. Colorful bright. We'll just take the first one and we're going to add it to the swatches. And now when I open the swatches panel, I'll pull this out. I have a colorful theme with the blue. So we can ignore all these. We could delete it if we want to. I'm going to go and pull this down a little bit. And let's see what I want to put in color. Adoption kit. Text. I'll grab the first blue. Free. Maybe the second blue might look better. Let's see what happens. Second blue. Second blue. I like that better. Okay, and up here, we're going to select the rectangle. Second blue. And it didn't work. Why? Because the border was selected. So I want to undo that. I want the stroke to be none. Click on the fill and choose a second color. We'll put it down in the size here. And there we go. So again, everything's in place. You can modify, shift things slightly to make sure everything's in there and it's got good flow. I wouldn't want to have, everything just kind of haphazard in here. Make sure there's a reason for placement for everything. Undo that, undo that. What else did I have? Oh, redo that color, redo swatch color. Okay. And then we're going to, continue to save each time. And when we package the folder, we're going to go to File and Package. and there's nothing here saying something's wrong. If a file was, it'd have like a little symbol here, say one element used RGB. What you need to do, you cancel the report, cancel the package, you go to, let me shut this down, you go to your links. You might have to scroll this down a little bit to see all this. This little symbol up here will turn on if there's an issue. And if it's an RGB file here, what you can do is you can click on the file, you can go to it in here, or you can right click in here, open it with Photoshop, change the mode to CMYK, and then make sure it should just automatically relink in here. If not, you've got this option to update. Make sure everything's CMYK. We'll save it again, and then go ahead and package and go through the process. Let's see, packaging. I like to do this. I like to make this finals. And I'll put it in the same folder, but it's going to be a complete package folder inside my original, or you could put it inside like an ECC folder or my class folder. Hit package. We'll let this go through this process for a second, and then we're going to bring the file in. Okay, so in the order form, I now have a folder here with my links, with a PDF, the original IND file, the IDML in case somebody doesn't have the right version of InDesign. But this, I will actually tag it with a green. And then my biggest thing is I'll make a new folder and I'll put old files, old backups, or whatever it might be. And then I'll move it in here, the original, so I don't accidentally, so if I come back in here and I need to make an edit, I go to my final folder, and then I can come in here and continue editing, and just make sure when you edit this, that these two will then be obsolete, and you'll have to make a PDF file, or you can repackage if you want to. But don't get confused with your package folders. These are the final ones, and either name the old one with an old or invalid, or just put it in a folder so you don't grab it on accident, so you're always working with the most updated file. And once you've got your folder, you will compress it and then upload the zip file.